The gentle waters of Pine Lake. Jake had always loved the outdoors, but his hectic city life rarely gave him the chance to escape into nature. His childhood friend, Sam, knew this and decided it was time for a break. One sunny morning, Sam called Jake with an invitation. "How about a weekend fishing trip at Pine Lake? Just you, me, and the great outdoors," Sam suggested. Jake didn't need much convincing. The thought of clear waters, fresh air, and the peacefulness of Pine Lake was irresistible. They packed their gear, loaded up Sam's old pickup truck, and set off, leaving the city's noise and stress behind. The drive to Pine Lake was picturesque, with winding roads that cut through dense forests and open meadows. The sun filtered through the trees, casting dappled shadows on the road. They rolled down the windows, letting the cool breeze fill the truck, carrying with it the scent of pine and wildflowers. As they approached the lake, the view opened up to reveal a shimmering expanse of water, surrounded by tall, whispering pines. They found a secluded spot to set up their camp, right by the water's edge. With their tent pitched and campfire crackling, Jake and Sam wasted no time in getting their fishing gear ready. The sun was just starting to dip below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink. Jake took a deep breath, feeling the tension of city life melt away. They waded into the lake's shallow edge, the water cool against their skin. Jake cast his line, the lure making a gentle splash as it hit the water. For a moment, everything was still, and then the calmness of the lake enveloped them. They stood in comfortable silence, the only sounds being the soft rustle of leaves, the distant call of a loon, and the gentle lapping of water against the shore. The tranquility was almost surreal, a stark contrast to the hustle and bustle they had left behind. Time seemed to stretch and slow. Jake felt a tug on his line, and his heart skipped a beat. He carefully reeled in, feeling the pull of a fish on the other end. With a practiced hand, he guided it closer until he could see the gleam of its scales beneath the surface. He gently lifted a beautiful trout out of the water, its iridescent colors glistening in the fading light. Sam cheered, and they both laughed, the sound carrying over the water. They released the fish back into the lake, watching it dart away into the depths. As night fell, they settled by the campfire, the stars emerging one by one in the clear night sky. The fire crackled, casting a warm glow over their faces. They cooked a simple meal over the flames, savoring the taste of fresh air and freedom. Sam pulled out a guitar and began to play softly. The melody was gentle, blending perfectly with the sounds of nature around them. Jake leaned back, gazing up at the stars, feeling a deep sense of peace he hadn't felt in years. They awoke at dawn to the soft light of the sun rising over the lake. Mist hovered above the water, creating an ethereal landscape. Jake and Sam took their fishing gear and a small rowboat, gliding silently across the calm surface. The morning air was crisp and fresh, and as they cast their lines again, the world seemed to hold its breath. They didn't speak much, letting the serene beauty of the lake fill their senses. Jake caught another trout, and this time they decided to keep it for breakfast. They rowed back to shore, where they cooked their catch over the fire, the aroma mingling with the pine-scented air. As the sun climbed higher in the sky, it was time to pack up and head back to reality. They reluctantly gathered their things, but the sense of peace lingered. The trip had been more than a break from the city. It had been a reconnection with the simpler, quieter joys of life. Driving back, they didn't talk much, each lost in their own thoughts, cherishing the memories of the gentle waters of Pine Lake. Jake knew he would carry the calmness of the lake with him, a reminder that peace and tranquility were always just a fishing trip away.